The question is Oppenheimer Christopher Nolan's best movie ever?
Yes.
Okay, this is where we're gonna have a difference in opinion. I would say no. I still think it's great, I think it's very good. Solid, 8 out of 10.
You know, I'd give it higher.
What would you say?
I'd give it like an 8.7, 8.8.
So you think Nolan has never had a film that's been over an 8.8? That's what you're saying now if you're saying it's his best work. See, you know what I did? I lawyered you just then. You played yourself.
You know what? It's like I was sat in that room and I was being given too much information and I didn't know what to say.
This movie had so many good elements to it. The acting, I mean, I don't think I've seen better performances from an ensemble cast in a very long time.
Yeah.
Maybe ever.
Ever.
But I do think that the script was lagging in places, specifically the first act, because I think it ramped up in the second act and it really ended well in the third. But that first 45, 50 minutes felt really excruciatingly slow.
Okay, I will agree with you in that the first act was the slowest, but I did not feel lag. I did not feel any seepage or any feeling that it was kind of slowing down. I felt it was absolutely a ramp up. And I think considering a lot of these conversations were happening in rooms between two people, Nolan's done an incredible job in making this feel action-packed when it's just conversations.
That's all it was. It was a drama at its core, and considering it was 3 hours long, it didn't feel that heavy. It didn't feel like I was walking out and being like, oh, this topic was so much and it was so long. It felt that he did it just right when it comes to addressing the subject matter and also pacing it relatively well throughout the whole movie, even though I do feel that the first act just didn't do enough to pull the rest of the story along with it.
I will say, because of the black and white and the color scheme, the way that they were doing it, the first act, you were a bit discombobulated. We didn't understand whose perspectives they were and why. By the second act, we had an idea. By the third act, it was very clear. But I think that was the point. It was to make you feel like you had to take in as much information as possible, sponge it in, so you could have the context later on. It was meant to make you feel like everything was coming at you.
And the pieces were all coming into the right place at the right time. I mean, the certain situation with Robert Downey Jr.'s character, for us, after like an hour, I was like, nah, that guy's got some shenanigans going on, all right? I'm not trusting him exactly. Not that he's a bad guy, because I don't want to spoil anything, but, you know, certain characters have different motivations to other characters.
One thing I have to mention is the score. The music, it went for probably 2 hours, 50 minutes. But the silence was so well placed. The actual cinema, not a peep. Not a peep.
Not even rustling of popcorn.
No, nothing. No one was chewing, no one was slurping, it was nothing at all, which was absolutely perfect. Everyone was logged in.
I think the thing which kind of took me out of the movie a little bit was the excessive time jumps. That was something which was hard to gauge as to when certain things were happening, but by the time the first hour, hour and a half had passed, you got it and were logged into what was happening at all times, but it was difficult in that first hour.
Yeah, I think if you weren't paying attention, you had no chance. Zero chance.
And I think a lot of people in that cinema were just confused, and that's why they were so quiet, because they were just trying to figure it out. Maybe that was a good play by Nolan, because he actually forced people to pay attention at all times. We talked about the actors and generally being very, very good, but who was your best performing actor in the movie?
Look, it's a clear choice for me. It's Cillian Murphy. That guy, I've never seen him look like that. He knocked it out of the park in every single scene. And there were so many scenes where it was just close up on his face. And he was giving absolutely everything and more.
I would say Matt Damon stole the movie. For me, I would say he gave enough range in it. He was kind of a bit snarky, but friendly, and doing the right thing almost in every situation.
Okay, I can see why you're saying that.
So that's just my point of view, but I think everyone did really, really well, and they were directed great. The actual shots sometimes were out of this world, even though they were firmly based in this world. There was no crazy CGI. A lot of the stuff was practical effects. And when you saw it, you said, holy shit, Christopher Nolan literally got data analysis and scientists to actually let him create the mushroom cloud effect for when the bomb went off. That was not CGI, that was real. The man is a madman, he's a mad lad, and that's why he's one of the best directors working today. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then I'm not gonna say anything silly. It's a pretty sensitive topic. But just subscribe, that would be great. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been Nonsensei.
She's been Nonsensei. You've been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 5 years now, and we aren't stopping until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe, pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never know hashtag goes. Also bring the Bukwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, boy, do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow for more of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.